What's up, traders? 4 total trades today. 1 was on demo. It was kind of an accident. They were actually all supposed to be on demo, but only 1 ended up being on demo, but 3 were for real, and we ended up making some money today. So, yeah, let's get to it. All right, we're coming back up. We're going to start it here. All right, so we got 50 shares. The idea here is that 360 level from the pre-market. We're going to get and put a stop under 350. So it would have to go through 360 all the way down to 350, through 350 to stop us out. And the idea here is if it wants to go through 360, I think there's going to be a lot of stop orders there. So if there's some liquidity on the books and the market makers want to get down there and eat that up, I got a feeling it might not get down through 350. So the idea is to possibly add if it does try that. If not, we're just looking to see if this can make a run back up there towards 5, at least through that 420 area, the pre-market highs. And yeah, so we'll... It's kind of an abnormal trade for us, but it's something I've always wanted to trade in the past, and this one, it just had such an obvious support line sitting there at 360 that I decided we would go ahead and give it a try. All right, we're going to go ahead and start SAIL here, SAIL. Oh. Why is this? So apparently I changed everything over last night with the plan to trade on paper for everything today, and then I changed my mind, but apparently I didn't get everything changed back. Taking a look here, I'm going to just take SAIL here. That's where I would have liked it anyway. I'll show you the chart a little bit later, but since it was on demo, I didn't even pull it up. It was a good trade, just sad that it was on demo because I kind of liked it, but yeah. See if we can get that 4 pop here again on CNDT. There it is, eating through a big order on the ass. There it is through the highs as well. See if we can't get up there to that 420 area. Nice little squeeze here. Big order there, 410. Trying to be patient with this. Only really got a starter. I thought about adding as it started to curl back up off of that support from pre-market, but I figured I wanted to wait if it actually broke that area to get an add, and it never did. So this isn't my typical trade, so I just decided to let it be. Here we go, right up to that area. See if we can push through. Gonna try to read the price action here. Very bullish. This thing is squeezing pretty good. Just trying to read when we might possibly be done the squeeze. Still holding. Still holding. See if we can't try that 420 area. You see we're not really getting any kind of a pullback. Here we go, 420, we're through. Got to order up there 444 if it wants to squeeze up there. Back through 420, I'm probably going to take off half. All right, okay, so we got 418 for half. We'll cancel these orders just to make sure that we don't, obviously, because those are for the original share size. And we'll see what we can't do with the second half of this position. Just looking for the 450 pop here. It's really tons of shares sitting up here. They're just getting eaten through, but it does look like we're going to stop right around 447. See if we can't try again. It's stalling out here. We're going to take it off there. We got 440. Pretty obvious rejection point. That's where I would probably be looking to go short if I was. So it's probably a good spot to sell, right? And yep, there it is. There's the flush. So pretty good trade there, CNDT. I like the old buy the dip and sell the rip there and out of the open. The only reason I took this is because we had that real obvious support level sitting there at 360. So pretty happy with the trade. I'm gonna start PBI here. I didn't see this up at the top. I do like it, however, just a little late to the party. Didn't actually get to see the price action, so I was trying to see what it was doing. Didn't feel like it wanted to go back through 630. Have that previous resistance from after hours yesterday, a little under 6. About half the move, probably around like 615, 610. Going to put an order in at 607. Actually, our average 6.6. Let's try to get 606 here just to give us the full 20 cents. We'll see if it wants to give it to us. Coming down here is nice, 17. Just looking for this to give us a nice quick flush, maybe try $6. Pop back up. We'll see what it wants to do here. Obviously, probably just going to use stop as high of day. Not really looking to add into this after it's already tried to come down here. All right, we're through 610, 608. See if we can't get the little bit more of a move down. Maybe try test 6. Feels like it wants to. They're getting heavy on the ask. There we go. A 7, a 6. We're on the bid. Bid's technically 05, but we told it a 6, and there it is. All right, so nice little trade there on PBI. Watching Snap here. Just going to start it with 50 shares. All right, we're going to start it there. And we got 2210. 2210.5. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I hit the I'll be short button. Okay. So we actually ended up with 250 shares there, and we're risking high of day. Well, that kind of sucks. Might give away if this. We were looking to scale into this if it wanted to keep extending itself, but now, of course, here it goes. Now we would just be stopping out a high of day here, unfortunately. If it does want to try high of day. A little unfortunate there. Hit the wrong button. See what it wants to do. Hopefully we can still get that move down towards 22. That's kind of what we're looking for. Be about almost exactly 50% of the move. Not really. Actually be a little less, but using that previous resistance at 2180, it would be. What if it wants to stop us out here? That'd be pretty unfortunate. If I see 2220, I'm probably going to just hit the button here. Nice little reject there. Because I don't want to chance the slippage. Because this could squeeze a little bit through high of day. There we go, coming back down. See if we can't get that move back down towards 22. Coming down, going to cover half here, hoping to get the 22 break. I would at least like to see the 22 test. Here we go, 03, 01. We're going to take some off there. We got 22.025. Interesting. For a half, we'll see if we can't hold on to this other half and get the 22 break. Here it comes. 20. Not quite through. Just might have to wait a little bit longer here. So this thing's squeezed all the way back up towards high of day. If we see 22.20, we're just going to get and take it. Probably should have stopped out break even, but is what it is at this point. We're just going to use high of day. Again, if we see there's a big ask there at 18, if that goes through, we're just going to take it. Oh, I got eaten alive. All right, so we're going to take it there at 19. The odds are this thing's going to go high of day, so a little frustrating there. Ended up being an actual 63 cents loser. Could have been over a $20 winner, so a little frustrated there. But then again, we did hit the wrong button, so didn't even take advantage of the fact that we almost got away with that. That was kind of a choppy trade, so just not really that worried about it. All right, traders, that was my trades. We're going to start here on SAIL. This was the paper trade, but as you can see, this did work out really nicely. Again, just a nice big extension. Got in when we felt the top, came down, felt the bottom. VWAP was there as well. It was pretty decent chunk of the move, and we took it off, and it did end up kind of flagging here and then working its way down even further, but again, it was on paper. I wasn't really looking to do anything else with it once I had realized that, so just kind of took it off so I could focus on the real trades. We were also in CNDT. This one was a pretty good one. Again, we saw this nice previous resistance. What did I hit there? CNDT. We saw this nice previous resistance, or support, I should say, sitting here from the pre-market. It was also used as resistance over here when it was coming up yesterday in the after hour, so pretty solid area to go off of. We got a nice little dip into the open. Could have been a little bit more patient with it, but the minute that I saw it form a bottom and start to come back up, I was like, okay, I want this. I feel like this could squeeze, and unfortunately, we were wrong. It did kind of hover in this area. It did finally come down, test that 360 area again. We had our stop down here at 348, figuring we wanted to see all of these stops get hit, and then if there was still room for this to come down and go through 350, which is a key $half area, then so be it. I would go ahead and just take it off and be done with it. But thankfully, this thing bounced right off that previous support area, and we got a nice little rip. Came up here, tested this previous resistance area, and we ended up taking some off there, thinking that might have been our possible reject area. It consolidated and went a little bit higher, and we were pretty happy feeling the top there. We were trying to get the 450 pop, but we didn't quite get that. And once we realized we weren't going to get it, we took it off. And as you can see, we were right. It did come all the way back down here to the 410 area before eventually ripping up there. And as you can see, this thing's actually come down quite a bit since then. So that was a pretty good dip and rip trade there on CNDT. Then we moved over to PBI. The wife's taking care of the kid, so don't worry about him. He's just trying to go potties. PBI, nice extension. Waited for that nice squeeze move. Waited for it to feel fast. We actually pulled this one up a little bit late. So really didn't get to actually see that move. And yeah, we ended up jumping in once we realized this thing didn't really want to go back through 630. And once we came down, we were just risking high of day at that point, and came down nicely up here, or down close to 6. We put an order out at 606 and we got filled. Ended up being pretty much the bottom before a nice little bounce move, and then it did eventually come back down, and come way back down actually. And but yeah, ended up being a pretty decent trade there on PBI. And our last trade was on Snap, and this one was a little frustrating because it was a nice move. Had the previous resistance here, nice little squeeze. We actually started this one a little bit late. Pulled it up, didn't really actually, I feel like we didn't even see this, but we saw it starting to come back down. Was pretty happy with the way it looked, and so we jumped in 22.10, and it started to come back down. We got some out at 22. We actually hit the wrong button. We hit this button here, the I'll be short, so we took more shares. We actually were thinking we were going to start this with 50 just in case it wanted to continue to squeeze, and we ended up hitting the wrong button. We ended up with 250 shares, so 5 times the amount of shares we thought we were starting with. And it almost went high of day right away on us, and we would have had to stop out. It actually got all the way up to 22.19. High of day was 22.20, and thankfully it didn't. Got the move back down towards 22, got half out, and then really should have probably taken the rest off at break even when it got back up there to secure the green trade. But unfortunately, it kind of just went and squeezed right up there towards high of day, and we ended up just taking it off, which was kind of sad, but hey, ended up being a break even trade. So not a bad day, not going to lie. Just decided to go back to my roots. Just read the intensity, get in on the fast moves, just do my thing. And CNDT was a little bit different. It was kind of the same thing, just playing the dip instead of, trying to get at the top. We tried to get in the bottom of the move. We had an obvious support level there, and that was that. So that's all I have. Don't forget about the Friday night live stream, 9 o'clock Eastern. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always appreciate that support. If I don't see you tonight, have a great weekend, and I will see you guys Monday morning. As you can tell, I have some duties to attend to. Peace.